Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is. I'm all in the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
On first down, it's McLaughlin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Slam. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. The killer here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Set, 8, read. 55.
We don't want this.
Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hit it.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready, break. Hey, echo.
Rap. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hatchet. Hey, watch it.
Look, squeeze. Hey, Delta. Snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Target. Mike, 5-5.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Let's go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, it's just me.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the slant.
General West.
4.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Down. 70. Indy. Greystone travel. Go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it in for a quick score. Todd Gurley His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. It's time.
80 weapons. Hey, Haywood.
Check 31, check 31. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark.
On 1st and 10, Burrows. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. Sit up.
94 is the mark. Go. Go. 94 is the mark.
From the gun, Burrows going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. No gain on this defense, no gain. 94 is the mark.
Operating from the gun, Burrows. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
6 man.
Go.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Pilot, 64, read. On the ball. Snap.
On first down, Burrows. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. You draw Corker. Spin.
Penny, a first down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrows, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. And we got to get to the ball. 22 shot bombers. 22 5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Burrows. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Back to throw. Herbert. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field goal,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, set.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Burrows. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check right. Watch it, you run. Hey, zoom. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3 bucks.
Hey, echo. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Yeah. Cut. Mike 50.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line.
On the ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To Michelle on the screen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 5'9".
Check it out.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over.
Let's go,
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 20.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Burrows. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Houston.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. Go.
Get on the quick right here.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Right here.
From the gun, Burrows. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Burrows. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Looking to throw. Burrows. It got his man. Complete. 30. 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get that home. Smooth. Ready?
Throwing again. Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
70, Indy.
All day, every day, any day.
Shoot. Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready.
Check, 55, Mike.
And we heavy on the edges. Leo. Bravo.
Check.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55, go.
On 1st down, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
We got this.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down. Burrows going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
55. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first and 10, Herbert. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, Echo.
59. Mike's 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike, ready?
Off the play fake. Herbert.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Off play action. Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's track. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Twist on Travis.
Now Michelle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Burrows. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
Go, go.
Watch the screen. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
On 1st down, Burrows. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50.
To throw again. Burrows. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Burrows going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again they run with Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go! 50, plant.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Smooth.
55, Mike, guy, 55. Here we go, here we go.
I'll go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch 55. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Push him back.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 55.
Get it.
55.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And some space here. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door. Jar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th.
On the set.
50. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Not here.
Go, Mike. Hey, exit. 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Burrows. And that's incomplete.
The pass on 2nd down. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 3.
Hey, orbit.
94 is the mark.
Let's go.
From the gun, Burrows. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down. Herbert going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Zoo. Wild bill. Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Burrows completes it to Powell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Burrows, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
They're not ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Burrows going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go. Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Burrows got a man. It's Berrios complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Burrows. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
He's coming. We got double. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A run with Gurley there on 1st down, going to get about 4 yards. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And an alley to run. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.